95.5 KNAC Pearl Jam and Corduroy. Before I announce anything, let's just check and see if this is working. Hey, you there?
Yo.
It does work. Cool. On the phone right now, the great John Bush from Anthrax. How you doing, Bo?
What's up, dude?
How you doing, my man?
I guess the tears are starting to fall here, huh?
Well, you know, keeping it upbeat, no problem.
That's
I think
good. It's got to go out upbeat. You know, that's the way it should be.
Well, exactly. I think it's only appropriate that you would be my last interview.
Well, we are very good friends, on and off the air here now.
That is very true. That is very true. Now, where are you calling from right now?
I'm calling from my house, but I'm getting ready to go to the airport because I'm going to go back to New York to finish writing for our record that we need to make here within the next couple of weeks. So.
Oh, you're going to start that soon?
Yes, we need to start that soon. It's actually past due, in my personal opinion, but we're just trying to write as many songs as we can so we have a lot of quality to choose from, and the songs are sounding great, so we're very excited.
Anthrax, no doubt, alive and well in 1995.
Even contrary to that article you wrote.
Well, yeah, I'm going to call attention to it a little bit right now. The Long Beach Press-Telegram came out with a really good article on KNAC, even though it does have a few things that were kind of like leaked that were going to be surprises, but now really aren't, unless you haven't seen the paper.
When did it come out, today?
Went out today, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there's one paragraph here that we have to call attention to. It says, ironically, up until the end, KNAC was still profitable, yeah, correct, but heavy metal has declined in popularity, correct. Gone are the days when Iron Maiden could sell out the Long Beach Arena 4 nights in a row, okay, fine. Many of the hard-edge bands, Judas Priest, AC/DC, Anthrax, that attracted KNAC's core audience have quit.
Have quit.
Now, what's up with that, man? I mean, that's a very ignorant thing to write.
Wow, it's funny. I didn't know. I wish I knew that AC/DC quit. I wish I had that information because I would have probably felt some sadness that day.
Exactly.
But, no, that person obviously does not have all their facts straight, but it's kind of humorous. So, I mean, she was right. Judas Priest has quit. But, you know, that's pretty stupid. But whatever. You know, it's funny.
Well, obviously, though, Anthrax is coming out with a new record. There's going to be a tour. In fact,
Well, maybe why am I going to New York? We've quit. I don't get it.
There you go. Why would you go freeze your ass off on the East Coast if you didn't have to?
That's right. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. I'd much rather be in sunny Southern California, even though it wasn't that way today.
Exactly.
It's going to be nice this weekend while I'm gone, probably.
Oh, well, you know how it is. Scott Ian was here last week.
Right.
And he talked to us about a couple of things going on with the band. Now, you're going to be playing a gig here in town. So.
Right, March 12th at the Palladium. We're doing this Board Aid. It's a show for AIDS Foundation. It's cool. It's got a good reason for people to come out. I think it's going to be pretty relative cheap ticket price, like $12-15, and Mighty Bosstones, who are a cool band, and Korn, who's a heavy band playing, and it's a good reason. We're excited to come out on stage. We have a couple surprises. A couple people going to come out and jam with us, and we'll showcase a new song or two, and it's going to be fun. We can't wait to play. We've been sitting in a rehearsal studio for the last 6 to 8 months, getting bored and probably gaining weight. So,
not you, dude.
Nah, I don't know.
Come on. Come on. Now,
I'm trying to work it out.
All right, here's a question. The anticipated release of the new album.
Right. Who's going to play it? Where's no KNAC? KNAC's gone. Who's going to play it?
Well, when's it coming out, do you think?
We're hoping like around August. That's what we're shooting for. So.
Okay. Well, gosh, I can't answer your question because I really don't know.
Well, KNAC, not to get too nostalgic here, but KNAC, for when I was in Armored Saint to my days in Anthrax, has been nothing but totally supportive of my career and of tons of bands that really never had exposure on a lot of other stations or throughout the nation and world, let alone the city. So we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it, and I don't think everyone even realizes how much we're going to miss it till it's gone.
It's all, if you have a big bowl of ice cream, the last spoonful tastes the best.
Well,
and then it's gone.
It's a kind of a sad moment. Like I said, I don't think people are going to realize it until they hit 105.5, and there's. Well, I guess we're going to be hearing salsa music pretty soon.
Something like that. So let's go back to the past a little bit here and first talk about Armored Saint and some of your fondest memories of then. I can kind of lead you in the right direction if you like. I remember the Cabo trip of 1991.
That was pretty fun, yeah.
Bringing you guys on at the beach. Zippers was the name of the place.
That was a terrible gig.
Oh, it was great. You had women stage diving off the stage.
Yeah, but we were playing on equipment that wasn't appropriate for the worst garage band in Los Angeles. So, but we we always had fun regardless, and that band was, I have very fond memories and nothing but love for that and in my memory banks, and KNAC was extremely supportive when the station started of Armored Saint, and that was cool, and what can you say? That was a great time. We had some great shows that we played in L.A., Irvine Meadows with Suicidal Tendencies, and we played, tons of local gigs and smaller venues, that were great. So, that memory will just live on forever.
I remember a show that I saw you at in Oakland 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, Oakland, I don't think can get KNAC.
No, but you know what? I said, as long as I'm up here, because I was driving up to Seattle, I said, what the heck, I'll stop by and see you guys. And I brought you guys on stage, and the response when I said I was from KNAC was overwhelming. It was
I toured Europe and saw KNAC stickers and shirts. KNAC is so huge worldwide. It was. So I'm not surprised that in Oakland people were excited about it. Again, it had such an influence on a lot of stations throughout the country. It really did. And that's something everybody who's affiliated with the station should take a lot of heart in.
If you're just tuning in, we're speaking with John Bush from Anthrax. Let's talk about Anthrax a little more. Some of the things I remember the most would be, there was that Irvine show, September of '93 with White Zombie.
Right, that was a great gig. Well, that was my first time being able to headline at Irvine. That was a great gig. It was just a lot of energy and a lot of fun. And I remember me and Frankie doing the thing backstage with you and I guess Paul, was it?
It was Long Paul and me,
and there was a bunch of people around, and it was just great. That made me feel real warm because I'm a native, I'm a local boy, and to be able to go and play a place like that and in my hometown was just a great feeling. So, and again, KNAC has just always been there for Anthrax now while I've been in the band, and obviously was extremely supportive of Anthrax even before I was in the band, and I'm kind of tired of kissing your ass.
Hey, you owe me. Let's talk about the club days when we would both live pretty close together up in North Hollywood, for a while.
Yeah, I was always trying to scam you women. And
wait a minute
got
now.
Nothing in return.
Wait a minute now. So we used to be, we used to go to the FM station a lot.
Let's not publicize that too loud on the air, though.
Exactly. You would call.
That was when it was kind of cool, but
yeah, you would say, "Hey, Neil, let's go be losers tonight. Let's go scam on women." And you would drink.
And did we achieve that?
Well, I don't know. We drank a lot of beer. In fact, my new name for you is Anheuser-Busch.
Hey, well, look at it. Alcohol always makes me happy. So I could have the best time no matter where I am as long as I'm drunk. So.
I hear you. Did you ever get to the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, I did. I went there with Mike Piazza.
You did go.
A very good friend of mine, and we just became very close friends. He's obviously a superstar, and hopefully they'll get this baseball strike sorted out.
Is it true that you're going to be a replacement pitcher for the team now?
Oh yeah,
good.
Definitely.
Yeah, well,
him and I will be a battery.
As a mutual friend of ours, Bob Nalbandian would say, because we were, bagging on you the other night, every time you go to a nightclub and you see, a good-looking girl that you want to scam on, you go to your friend, "Hey, man, hook me up. What the fuck,
The Armenian told you that?
Hook me up, man. Come on.
I can't believe I'm going to say this on the air, but Armenia! Hey, that's a code word for just him and I. And
I hear you.
So, there's a lot of friends that I'd like to say goodbye to on the air on KNAC, but I don't want to take up too much airspace. But I don't know. I think my friend Cookie's listening, and a lot of my buddies. My friend Paul here is going to take me to the airport right now, and all my past band members in Armored Saint. I think Frankie. Well, I know Frankie's here in town. He's doing some. He wants to be an actor here when his days with Anthrax are done. Even before that, I don't know. Hopefully, he won't get too much success because we need him as a bass player in this band. But he's here in town having a good time. So, like I said, and I think we're all going to really miss this, and I don't think we realize it until it's gone. But then hopefully, you're somebody, Neil, that can create your own radio station in L.A., go steal it from somebody else, and we'll kind of get KNAC Part 2 or something like that.
Well, I'd like to. There was another thing in this article. Where are they now? Talking about where the jocks are going to end up.
Right.
Under Nasty Neil, it says, plans to leave the radio industry.
Oh, we can't have that.
And what's funny is there's a lot of truth to that, but no one ever asked me from this publication whether or not I was, going to go somewhere else. But it is true. The fact is that I really don't want to move. That's number one. I'm a West Coast kind of guy. Number two, I don't feel credible for myself or my fans if I were to bounce to another station in town and start playing music I'm not familiar with. So I have a gig in the health industry, which is my second love, working out, pumping iron, and all that crap. And I'm going to wait it out because sooner or later there's going to be another station coming by, and I will be jumping out of retirement.
What's going to happen? I think people. It's funny. Let me say this to fans of the hard rock world out there and heavy metal world. People bag on heavy metal right now. I don't get it. It's the same people that are playing music now, and even the so-called alternative music, were people that were listening to heavy metal, and there's bands like Pantera and Metallica. Metallica still dominates on everybody, and I don't get it. They say heavy metal's done, but yet you have Metallica, you have bands like Pantera, White Zombie, new bands like that. They're selling a lot of records. This thing about heavy metal being dead is just stupid. It's kind of going back a little underground, which is where it belongs. It got to a point where it was too successful, and that brought out a lot of crap. And
exactly.
It's going back underground, and that's good. And people are going to burn out on this other kind of music and say, hey, I want something new, and then it's going to come back. And then that's where you'll be, and we're going to have to get you from the radio station in Des Moines, Iowa, where you're going to be working.
I ain't going.
6 months. Come back to L.A.
The last place I would go.
Come on, I could see you living there.
In Iowa? What would I do?
I'm joking.
What would I do? I'd be sitting there at the local bar going, come on, hook me up.
That's right. I'll be there with you.
Brian Slagle was here last week, and he said this is going to be like a cleansing. That's just what you were talking about.
That's right.
Things
and it happens. Everything goes in cycles.
Exactly.
It's just the way it is. We feel it as a band. The popularity of this kind of music has kind of dwindled, but that's good. It's never going to go away. It's kind of becoming more for people who really love it and believe in it, contrary to all the posers, and they're all listening to those bands that are played on other radio stations.
Exactly. I really do hope that somebody will have the balls and the insight to play the new Anthrax when it comes out.
Well, me too. If they do, great, and if they don't, well, then so be it. So we're still going to make a record that we're happy with the integrity that we want, and
okay.
I don't care about that stuff anymore.
Once again, the concert date.
March 12th.
Okay.
It's a Sunday night.
And it's where?
It's at the Hollywood Palladium.
At the Palladium. I don't have ticket information yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to go on sale pretty soon.
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, John Bush, my friend, call me when you get back in town.
I will, dude.
I'll be a private citizen then.
Hey, well, that's all right.
And we'll still be losers and go out somewhere.
Let's do it, man. It's all the fans of anything I've done and just listeners of this kind of music. Hey, man, peace and keep on jamming out there.
What would you like to hear? I'm going to do a Saint tune and an Anthrax tune.
Well, I told you what I'm going to do, so let it be a surprise and just go ahead and play it. Oh. Even though I told you what I wanted to hear from you.
Well, no, go ahead. If you say it.
Go ahead. You play what you want, man.
Okay. You got it. Then you're going to get it right now. Right. Have a safe trip to New York.
All right, dude.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you later.
All right. John Bush from Anthrax. All right. This is Pure Rock 105.5 KNAC, Long Beach, Los Angeles.